Welcome back to the Hammond collection, where we have more Anki coming in. 67% total. It's progress. It's getting there. Let's do the 8. We don't really need to breed other stuff right now, so try to split the load a little bit. And I'm going to keep tunneling Tyrannosaurus and Anki here before we do the Pachycephalosaurids. This is what I'm thinking here for the arena and the Tyrannosaur paddock. So this is like the large carnivore sector. This is the Rex. The 2 Rexes, actually. We're going to have doubles. And we'll have to have a Giga, an Allo, and a Theory in here. So we'll have to figure out how that works. Maybe we'll need to adjust these. Maybe they need to be pushed closer to the front line here. I kind of just tried to follow the curve that was already started here, coming out of the arena, which may end up taking up too much space. So we'll see. If it does, we can also always do something that like curves back in this way. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get the Rex in and then we'll worry about it. This is our galley. You can get in there. The fastest chicken ever. Look him go. He's so fast. Anyway. Alright. So let's wait for this Rex. Alright. Fossils are coming in. I've gone ahead and added some more veg here because these guys don't have a sand requirement or a dirt requirement. It's just open space. We can actually decorate further. Adds a nice little vibe. Okay, well, that's great. Rabies and a storm. Okay, you're already on the way. Good, good, good. Let's get this opened. Let's look what we got here before this ends. Fossils, fossils, fossils. Good chunk of Rex. Getting closer to finishing it. We'll put you on this task. So our cheaper research person needs to go on a break. So what I'm thinking we'll do, I just said we weren't going to do Pachycephalosaurus till we're done. I decided I'm a liar, and we're going to do it, except I actually decided I'm also a liar, and we're going to do this instead. Let's go get this Anki dig site. We could do that with this geneticist and then put them on break. I think that's fine. But yeah, we'll work on other dig sites so that we can do aviary research. That's my my plan. Backup power, 2 minutes. Yeah, let's top that off. Another injury somewhere. Oh, over here. Okay, and a third. I don't see... Oh, here. Excuse me? What the fuck? There we go. Weird. Alright, aviary... We need 9 welfare. Oh, I sent you out on the expedition, so now I can't do that. I could put 2 points into his welfare. Let's do that. Just so that we can keep making progress here. I'm not concerned about like any need to optimize our scientists much further than that, so should be fine. Okay, well, let's just wait and see what we get for fossils. We can do the rabies vaccine. We should get that done. Rabies likes to sneak up and be a piece of shit. So if we take care of that, then we don't got to worry about that. The random fence outages that can happen. After that, probably worth doing large hotel at some point. Not a huge priority. We need to get remote viewing galleries, I think. Because I want to use the remotes. I think we're just going to treat this park as remote viewing galleries plus paths, and that's it for visibility. Would be tempted to do just paths, but with the large carnivores, it's not going to work very well. Like, there's no way to get good visibility on a large carnivore pen back here. What I might do is try a viewing path only park build for our next park run, because I'm kind of intrigued by it now. If we can make it viable and like sufficiently good enough. We definitely don't want to do it here because this is just too hard to build specifically to like use the paths, and like the animal set we have here is really carnivore heavy, which is not optimal either for building with paths. What else do I want to research? Okay, Irritator's ready to go, so we can get Eerie at any point. We could do our pterosaurs. For some reason, I could think of the word pterosaur. We got Dimorphodon. Then Geo is here behind this. Okay, let's maybe. Well, let's just put this person on break. Fuck it. Let's do this. You go on break. Let's just do another T-Rex dig. Frankly, I don't really know what other research I really need to tunnel right now other than, you know, getting that aviary unlocked, which I didn't even really need to do right now, so I think we just do that. We're going to knock out the baryonyx really quick, just the research for it, without the cheaper research guy, because it's only 200k, and I don't think we need the money so much. Alright. What do we got? We got one T-Rex, but that's enough to finish it, so let's just process that on you. On you? Because then we do research real quick. For... Do we have Conch already? I think we did, right? Yeah, Conch is on the Metri research node. So 3 strong for the Giga and Allo. Rex we inadvertently unlocked prematurely, but we're just going to roll with that. We need Spino, which means we need Quanju, which means we need 12 on 3. Which means we don't do it because we need you. Yeah, we're 2 points off, so we're not going to do that. So nothing under carnivores. Then let's just do Tapajara. So yeah, we'll get the Rex, get the Yankee, Pachycephalosaurus, Stygimoloch. I want Conch soon. I would like Brachy soon. And then maybe after all of those, then we do the aviary over here, I guess. Aviary is going to be pretty minimalist. Geosternbergia plus Dimorphodon, probably min pops as low as we can get it. I'm not terribly fond of either figure. The Dimorphodons are literally like little tiny guys that have no, like, nothing going on. They just come with, what's his face? What's his name? Jimmy Buffett. They come with the Jimmy Buffett figure. Let's hold off on the Geosternbergia research. Let's get the Rexes. Alright, so for the Rexes, there's 2 in the toy line. There's, of course, the big one. And then there's the juvenile. So for the big one, we have a modded Hammond Collection Rex skin that is secretly the little Edie skin. That's what it replaces. I don't know why, but it does. We do want an alpha, so yeah, we'll do that. Actually, Are these... What is the clutch size? Is it 2? 1 to 2. Okay. So let's do random favorite. So this is Gambia lethal baits for the juvenile Rex in the toy line, and then this is specifically the actual Hammond collection skin for the adult. So, of course, this is supposed to be the junior T-Rex from frickin' Lost World, but it doesn't really resemble it that well. Holy shit, 17? So I need 2 points. For whatever reason, both in the Amber collection and in the Hammond collection, when they made the young T-Rex, they made it really, really saturated in color. And it's kind of weird that they did that, because it's not like a very like vibrant green in the movie. Like in the movie, I don't think you can even tell it's green, honestly. It's the behind the scene photos that like really show that it's green. Maybe it looks green in the trailer scenes where you like see it kind of close up under direct lighting. But it's not like light, saturated, vibrant green. It's like the same kind of green as like the buck is. Let's not do that 10 there. Let's do this one. All right, so that's going to take not too long to synth, but it'll take a long time to hatch. We might need to do multiple synths to get the alpha, of course, and we want one of each skin combo. So this is going to be potentially a little bit of an ordeal. I guess it's still 2 minutes actually for this. It just seems like it's quick because it is the timer, like the maximum speed up timer, but much longer than your typical synth. Yeah, the fossils is actually quicker. I think we'll hold off on that. No reason to rush it. Okay, Stiggy there. I think we'll focus on Pachycephalosaurus first, though. Just kidding. We'll focus on sending our employee on a well-earned vacation. That's what we'll focus on. Well, the Rexes are almost done. Well, maybe. Social, humble, aggressive, little Edie. That's kind of perfect. Okay. We'll need 13 welfare. An aggressive Rex feels kind of correct. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I don't got points. It is 3, right? We can't do 4. Even if we can do 4, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's 3. I need points. So, okay. We need to do staff upgrade, tier, whatever, 16. 16 on 4. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we have 16 when this one's back. Let's rest you. And then we'll do that. Well, alright, upgrades are done, so we needed, what, 2 more points? Let's check. Don't assume. Double check. 13. 13 welfare. We have 2, 4, and 7. So you get 1 point. I guess cheaper research guy is the better way to do the other point. Because he's not specialized and the other person is. So that leaves us with the 9 logistics and the 8 genetics. So I think we just keep excavating Pachycephalosaurus. Is there a 3rd dig site? Yes, there is. Alright, and we'll just keep pushing that then. Something has happened. The Ceratosaurus seems to have phased through a fence. He's gonna die. I think all we can do is try and sedate and move him. Like, maybe he can get off the ground before one of them kills him. But he's almost certainly going to get sniped. Like, there's almost no chance this guy survives. He is dead. I also love Jurassic World Evolution 2 LBT. Oh my god, he's alive. He didn't get killed. The Carnotaurus had mercy on him. Incredible. That's what happens when you phase through a fence. Asshole. Alright, halfway on our Rex egg. Let's get the second Rex set up here. So the second Rex, we can just reset this because the first one has all the alpha genes we need. And we just force the Gambia lethal baits for the juvenile Rex color palette. And that's it. We should also think about trying to get strong dinosaurs bred for the Allo unlock. So the Rex is strong, the Anki is defensive. The Rex might be the only strong animal we actually have, which is awkward. Life finds a way, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I'm ready for Jurassic June, whatever it may have in store. It's mostly going to be me trying to find a goddamn Spinosaurus figure. That's my Jurassic June. Having not pre-ordered any of the new Hammond collection figures, how do I find them? Do we want to go back to this one? I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like the other Pachycephalosaur dig sites are maybe closed up. How much do we have? 74%? Plus these three? Might be done. We'll go back. Just in case it isn't. I don't really care. See what we get. Alright. So... I think we're sitting, right? We gotta wait for this shit to all get done. Our revised Rex was how much? Yeah, this is still 13. So... we basically need the full squad we had anyway. Actually, at the point that we need the full squad, it might be worth getting rid of some of the negative genes, like intolerant, if we can. So that it doesn't conflict with our existing alpha. Because if it was antisocial... yeah, we can't get rid of intol, but we can get rid of antisocial. So we can just do this. That way it doesn't get... we don't end up, like, rolling two intolerant strong antisocials and getting, like, a competing bad alpha for the good alpha. That may not actually be competing. That may still be less, but let's not do it. Yeah, the lab lockdown T-Rex looks pretty decent. I'm probably not going to buy it because I already have so many T-Rexes. Like, I just don't need more. Like, I've got 2 of the large Kenner T-Rexes, and then I've got the Hammond collection, I've got the Red Rex that Mattel did, and then I've got the other retro-colored Rex they did, the black and yellow one. Like, that's plenty of large Rexes. Right, Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus. Packy. That should be... wait. We're missing 1%. Did I miss one? No, we're just missing 1%. Lame. There's no point then to send the geneticist out on this prematurely. We can rest him. It doesn't matter. So it's got to be in that same dig site. So back we go. Alright, well, let's wait for this Rex egg. Well, we found the missing fossil. So it's a 2-pip Pachycephalosaurus here. So that'll finish that up. And then we can start digging up the Stiggies, I guess, while we wait for everything else to happen. So here's Stiggy. We'll go there. Alright, Big Rex is on the way. Let's get Little Rex. Which is the same size. We don't have like a juvenile Rex mod or anything installed. I never had any like particularly strong love for Stiggy, but I gotta say the Hammond Collection Stiggy figure looks incredible. It looks really good. We'll push this. I just want to get this started. Although, that is one of my welfare people. So it was kind of pointless to push the synth when I can't do the hatch, right? Oh well. And we're also getting very backlogged on fossils. So that's also something to think about. Although I am still going to go out and do another expedition. Why not? You know what we could do? No, this person's resting. I was going to say we could double up on an Anki dig, but we'll do this instead. Because we don't have the other logistics guy, so we literally can't. Alright, so this is that modded skin. So kind of just really makes it more saturated, which makes it look more like the Hammond collection toy. The stripes stand out a lot more. Looks nice. Nothing too crazy, like in terms of changes. I'll say the Giga and Allo changes from the Hammond collection mods look really nice to me. Okay, let's get some sand in here. How about around your lake? There you go. Nice sandy pool. So we're going to get both Rexes in there, and then we're going to worry about... We're going to try to cut down the pen to as small as we can get it. That way we can get the Allo, Giga, and Theory over here, too. And we don't really know... Okay, we'll take this no trait one. We don't really know how much space we need for that. I haven't, like, pre-planned any of the layout for this sector of the park. So this is all flying by the seat of our pants to see if it'll work or not. Alright, Frenchman formation's back, but they can't process. So we can process fossils on the 8 here. We should. So mostly we're sitting on just a bunch of Dracorex. Let's get a bunch of this small shit cleared out. There. That way we can get some more space for this other expedition as soon as possible. And then I guess... Wait, we can do the hatch now, right? Yeah, everybody's good to go. Let's get this. Alright, there's the new fossils. Okay, decent progress. Getting close. No point in synthing Pachycephalosaurus when we can't hatch it, so we're better off digging and prepping fossils. So Stiggy there, Stiggy here. We haven't been here yet. Perfect. Alright, processing a batch of just rubbish fossils. Here's our new load. Decent amount of Stig. Could be done. Could be close to done. I could start Brachiosaurus instead now. We're already backlogged, so I might as well just, you know, switch up which thing I'm digging up just to make sure we're not wasting time on the wrong thing. Why is this feeder gone dry? Is it out of range of the thing? Oh, it is. I can just manually do it, honestly. Wait, which one are you going to? You're going to that one. Occasionally refilling one feeder manually is not that bad. Okay, well, we still got some time before the Rex is out. Rex number 2, that is. Alright, more fossils. Little cynodonts. Yeah, Stiggy's done. That worked out perfectly fine. You need a break. Is it worth just... let's just push it because we're here and the video is running. Alright, Rex is done. It's on its way. We're going to work on Anki. On these two. Then the cheaper research person's going to have to go on a break. And then we can synth Pachycephalosaurus. Well, that's all happening. So, Pachycephalosaurus. We're using the film skin because that's the one used in the toy line, obviously. Who cares about sickly? Quite fond of the Pachycephalosaur figure, more so than the Trikes. So there's an argument to put a lot of them in there for that reason. But we'll, probably just get what we got. Yeah, I mean, it's already 8. If I just take them all, like, it's already a pretty good haul. Is the Rex on the ground yet? Almost. So yeah, green Rex with some black here, I think. That's what we did. Yeah, which is a pretty decent color match for the figure. Which is definitely like this kind of green that doesn't really actually match the film juvenile Rex, but doesn't look bad per se. I think this Rex looks pretty good in game. Alright, so in terms of their territory, pretty good. They have plenty of open space. So we could cut this off in the back here somewhere, or trim it down. Biosyn Valley build, I mean, it would be hard to do it chronologically, because there's just not enough information about, like, what they kind of did over time. But I do want to do another Biosyn Valley build, because I like that map a lot. So we'll see, maybe something will come into my mind. How do I want to do this? Do we maybe just do this? What if we just run a fence here? To cut this down. Alright, Big Rex, which makes you Little Rex. A capital R, please. They still have, like, a ton of open space. Okay, there's a storm coming in as well. So we could cut this down even further. Which is interesting because I'm not sure how to, like, make the space we're cutting out of this more usable for the other enclosures. Unless I do something like this. Let's get the shelters open. And let's get our eggs going here for the Pachycephalosaurs. So, we selected 8. Stiggy should be ready too, right? Yep. So the Hammond Collection Stiggy is kind of like a red, kind of a very red color. So I picked Mangrove Forest Rana rather than the Death Valley Rana default. It's a little redder. I think it matches the toy a little bit better. Also, it's just different than the usual default, so I'm happy just to make it feel different. Okay. So, let's see. Both the Rexes are in the middle part here. Is this the treatable one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so this is just slightly not enough area. So this is almost perfect. Yeah, there's enough sand. It's almost... I mean, like, we could just leave it. This is, like, good enough. I could do... this. But then maybe we do... like a divider that comes off the point. Okay, 14 minutes on backup gen, so we can just leave that be. Let's wait from the eggs until we get all this shit under control. So we got disease outbreaks happening kind of everywhere. Get this one first, and then this one. Oh, there's another trike that's sick, but we'll have to deal with that later. Okay, have the Rexes expanded to their corner? They have. I'm probably going to call that good enough on the area, honestly. Because I kind of just like the idea of doing the point as the divider here. This aesthetically pleases me. This, like, Y junction. Alright, mobile vet. Right, Stiggy eggs, 7. Tolerant thirsty. We might want to skip that one. Yes. Well, wait, 40%. This is 45. No, we can hash that. Just kidding. Oh, I think the Pachycephalosaurs and Stiggies will also form a herd together, right? Because we have that mod installed. Same with the thing they have with the Cretaceous. So that's going to mess with their demand a little bit. So we should probably not overly focus on making the Pachycephalosaurs, like, super happy until we have the Stiggies as well.
Asset transportation in progress. No problem. Acknowledged. Adding task. Transporting asset.
Also means we didn't need an alpha for each of the groups, technically. Alright, pausing for a second. So fossils. Some Brockie and some Anki. We can push this one back and do this. And we'll switch back to Brockie here. While the other guy rests. Hey, Primal Gamer, how's it going? Then yeah, we gotta let these guys get out before we can breed anything else.
Asset delivered. Commencing asset transit. Asset has been collected. Transportation complete.
Fossil check again real quick. Hey, no worries, man. You stay as long as you got time or as long as you feel like. Leave whenever you want. Don't bother me none. Alright, there's our Pachycephalosaurs zipping around. They're missing ground leaf. I wonder if the Stiggies, though... Okay, so I think that Alpha
Transportation underway.
determines which needs they care about. Or it's both, or some weird combo. I forget. I think we figured this out before, but I just don't remember how we figured out it actually worked. Well, let's just get some ground leaf in here. I don't need them getting mad and breaking out or something.
Asset transported. Transit.
Alright, fossil's not quite in yet. There's a Stig. So yeah, that's the Stig I went for. Maybe a little too red, but I think, like, if you look at the figure, like, the dome stands out pretty well. And so I think you kind of need the red to, like, kind of get the contrast to work a little bit, even if it's a little too red. But it's not that bad. It's not, like, overly red compared to the figure, I would say. So these guys are about to not be chill. So we could consider an expansion to the pen, which doesn't really give us much room, but we can try and extend it a little bit further, like this way. Actually, let's do it like that. Oops. Actually, that's like maybe the narrowest point. Can we do... Yeah, maybe we can just... Nope. Can't quite get away with that. Okay, but wait. What if we do this? This might work. Behave yourself, fence! Oh, because of that connection there. It's just going to snap. There we go. Okay, so that's not going to work over there. Or is it? That's damn close. It's a liar. The tiger raptors, be aware they have really bad quality control issues with the jaw. So you might want to look really closely and make sure if you buy one off the shelf that the jaw on the bottom isn't too long. I might already mention that on one of the other streams, but I haven't found them yet. I went to Target a few days ago and they didn't have anything because technically the strict date's like tomorrow. But I'm going to be keeping a big eye out for that. I think if we just do this and this... Oh, really? You're not going to allow me to do that? Why would you... Why are you the devil? Why is this fence literally the worst? Come on, man. Come on. Okay, good enough. I can live with that little corner.
Transit has commenced. Delivery has been completed.
Okay, they shifted now and are missing open space. Fascinating.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Different alpha took over, probably one of the Stiggies. They're close to working. I could extend the pen out slightly this way.
Asset has been delivered.
Have I rebuilt the original Jurassic Park with management? We've done a twist on that, yeah. We did like an extended JP of going past like the original stuff. We did like a campaign that actually went to like multiple islands, like JP Japan and Europe and stuff. So there's Hammond's Dream, and then there's the 30th anniversary campaign. Both of those are classic JP rebuilds with different twists on them. I'm going to delete this and temporarily cut power to part of the park so that we can rebuild it and not have it be inside the enclosure.
Asset delivered.
Can I get a ranger team in here, please? Tell me what's happening. Okay, one medical issue, that's going to be probably... Okay, the comfort is not good. We can actually see on this one. And they have expanded. They're very close to good, but not quite there. So what I think we do is, I'm going to call this good. We're going to purge one Pachycephalosaurus. So let's find just like one that kind of sucks. Sickly. Sickly is probably the one to get rid of. 4. 3 is the one to purge. All right, purging 3. Guess we do that. Brocky coming up on half. Let's look for more Anki. So we still have this one for Anki. All right, and then what else do we need to work on here? We kind of caught up, right? Because the Peckies and Stigs that we have is all we can get. Nothing else will fit. 7 and 7 is what we'll target, I guess. Then Anki's going to go in there and upset it more because it's going to be... Yeah, ground fruit. Which is going to probably require us to remove another Pachycephalosaurus and Stiggy Moloch from the pen, I would imagine. Nothing we can really do about that. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's just what's going to have to be, I guess. That's fine. I can't get him. Oh, because I'm on the capture team. I did it again. Every time. Every time.
Asset to be collected.
All right. Well. This is not enough to be worth the effort. So yeah, we'll wait for the next dig. All right. Well, we get one more Anki fossil, which gets us to 93%. This is probably worth processing. It's not like a full load, but we'll go for it. Now we're going to put this other guy on break. Which means finding something for our remaining guy to do. Apparently he can dig up a Troceraptor. Oh no, that's a 5. He'd have to have a friend, which we could do. So maybe? Conch of Venator is one I need. Conch is 5-2. I think I'd rather do Conch. I could do Pyro. Let's do Conch. 4 and I guess you. Sure. Well, there's our load of Concavenator. Nice full boat, 77%. We can get that done pretty quickly, actually. But I would like to get the Anki. Ah, this dig site still has Anki in it. The one that we cleaned out for Rex. We actually need to go there for the other one. I'm going ahead and getting rid of some of these guys here. Getting rid of one Pachycephalosaurus and one Stiggy. They have some issues with the territory decayed a little bit, and they got upset, so I might as well... We know we're going to have to clear out some of these later, so we might as well clear out some of them now. They have plenty of water. How much water do the trikes have? They have... Yeah, we have like a lot of extra water in here. That's also a way we can make this better. Okay, I'm apparently not able to remove that puddle. Oh, is that where the one is sedated? Well, now I can, so... Well, alright, it's fine. This will work. Like, this has to happen eventually. It's just, it's not going to work otherwise, long term. So if this dig site expedition here does not get us enough Anki, I might pivot over to Conch and finish that real quick. Maybe. We'll see. So, in order to unlock Giga and Allo, we need strong animals. So I'm trying to get one of the Cerratos to lose a fight so that we can get the gene for strong rather than trying to actually hatch strong animals because we don't have anything that's cheap and reliable for strong. We have like the Rex, and that's just not good. Wait, did we hatch a strong Rex though? Hold on. I don't think our Rexes were strong. Was there... Oh, maybe one of the Pachycephalosaurids is strong. They were, right? I think they were. Yeah, 25%. Okay, so we hatched a strong Pachycephalosaur, but still, 25% for an animal that we're not going to put in the park. Not good enough. If we can't get the Cerratos to fight here, we might have to try to hatch those, but I'm optimistic. Oh, wait, 4 is already taken over. Did you already lose a fight? No. I mean, you did, but... So that didn't work. I landed one first so that he took over, but he passed Alpha to the other guy peacefully, which is not what I want. Alright, well, we can try it again. Let's do this. Let's put you in one of the other pens and then open the gates. Maybe we'll try it that way. Yeah, I kind of wished I might have picked up a second Carno, honestly, but I don't need it. I have too many dinosaurs. I can't be picking up 2 of things. That's opening a floodgate that I really shouldn't. Although I did get 2 of the galleys, but those are galleys. Like, you need more than 1. It just doesn't make sense. Alright, I am going to hatch these. We're just going to reset these. We're just going to spam these. Because I don't think we can count on the Cerratos to fight. We're still going to try and do this, but we'll approach it from both angles at the same time. So now if I put you over here... Maybe I need a third animal to, like make the pack a pack, right? Maybe that's a thing? Let's grab one of these. So this guy's Alpha when he forms his own pack. I think the Giga's really good, surprisingly so. Like... Yeah, this pen doesn't have prey, so let's open this gate. Like, I never had any love for the Dominion Giga, but I think the toy just looks really good. Alright. So everybody's back. So let's do the... Oh, we just got the Anki, though. So I really want to hatch the Ankis. Okay. So we do Conch Dig on the 8. Or the 9, rather. So that we can get the Conch. And then here we do the Anki. So this is JP3 Anki. Good lord. So do we just humble these guys and not try to get social? I guess we can roll the dice. We can put in the 25. It's fine. These guys are rough, though. Dude, a persistent, unique scar system would be really cool, for sure. Definitely something they could do. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to implement. Essentially be a decal and, like, an animal coordinate that the decal is pasted to. That should work. I mean, frickin' Fable 1 did persistent scars back on, like, Xbox, like the original Xbox. I would think you could do it in JWE. Alright, Anki's coming in. Alright, so we got Skittish Thirsty, Skittish Humble, Defensive Skittish Docile. Those are some rough Ankies. Do I want all of these, or do I want to try for a better batch? I assume the Skittish Humble would be the alpha. You know what? Maybe it's not worth the effort. Maybe we just take the 3 and call it a day. And then here we can do a batch of Pachycephalosaurs. And then we can check what's happening over here. So, these guys, 1 is still the alpha, 5 is now part of the pack. Let's pop this gate. See what happens. Oop, he was going mad. He hasn't attacked the fence yet, so maybe we're good. And he took over alpha for his own purposes. Okay, well, what if I do this? What if I just do that, huh? Then what? So now 5 is alpha. In here. So I don't think they'll fight. They really just don't want to fight. Okay, well, this was interesting, a little bit of science. Yeah, they just immediately merge back together, and this guy just automatically becomes alpha. Alright, we're giving up on this. We're going to have to just breed Pachycephalosaurs to get Allo unlocked. That's just what's going to happen. So none of these are strong. We'll just chuck them into the dumpster. I think, technically, this will slightly improve the odds of getting strong because there won't be so many genes polluting the slots. It's possible strong can get bumped there, maybe. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to go for it. Alright, what do we got? I know I'm checking the zeros, like they might secretly be strong. Well, this is miserable. But this is always miserable, because it's an awful condition to unlock an animal. And, it really sucks and just shouldn't be in the game. And someday I will sit down and, like, make all my research edits into a standalone mod. And just fix everything, or, you know, make it the way I think it should be, but today is not that day.
To pick up the asset.
Strong. Strong. Strong! We only needed 2 more, right? Let's double check. Let's just make sure we know what we need. Oops. Yeah, 2. There's our Concavenator. Alright, strong defensive, strong defensive. Okay, we can get these Ankies settled in and...
Asset in transit.
Get the conchs coming over. Okay, let's also make sure we're doing... Get these guys back in here.
Acquiring collection.
We're just going to chuck these guys over here.
Request acknowledged. Asset being transported.
Okay, Mr. Ankylosaurus. How you doing, buddy? Missing ground fruit, missing leaf. You'll find your leaf. The fruit, though, I need to give you, and that's going to cause some problems. Now, fruit does have ground fiber mixed in. So we can replace some of the trike area.
Delivery has been completed.
Wait, DTD Dimetrodon? Yes.
Transportation complete. Transporting asset. Asset transported. Transit has commenced.
How we doing here? The trikes are still actually pretty damn good on fiber. They have plenty. So anywhere we have fiber, we can redo cycads. Although I feel like there's not that much fiber in here. Okay, they're just not going to work with 3, although it's possible the alpha is not the right one. It isn't. Let's check the dominance. 60, 48, 56. Okay, so they will change. So we'll leave them alone then. In that case. They might actually sort it out. We just got to make sure these guys are good. Okay, open space is just barely good enough. They're missing ground leaf. So yeah, we're going to have to do ground leaf.
Asset delivered.
Are they... Okay, this is not... I'm on a Stiggy, and that's not actually... Okay, they're missing... Okay, open space. God damn it. Okay, I think maybe we should just redo this enclosure between episodes. Have the Yankees sorted out their dominance? 3 is now alpha. Yes, and they're actually perfect. Okay, so we're going to redo this. I'm going to strip all the plants out, and we'll just start over. So let's wrap it up for today by getting Concavenator started. So for the Hammond Collection conch, it's kind of blue, but then it's got like some like reddish highlights, I think is what it was. This is the right combo. I'm struggling to visualize the figure right now. I think that's what it is. Bluish or orangish or blue. No, it's a bluish base with like orangish reddish highlights. Yes. So we get that going. Rest you. Rest you. We got expeditions available for Brocky. Leaving the cheaper research guy to just hang back and do nothing. All right, and we'll leave it here till next time.